Hey everyone, happy Friday. It is May 2nd. Cinco de dos. Okay, I wasn't playing that. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well today. I want to close off the week by talking about something very important that is, if it is not setting alarm bells off in your head, it should. What happened to you? There. It should. And that is the coward-in-chief still threatening to revoke the tax-exempt status of Harvard University. Why is that important? Harvard is a nonprofit, and you would remove their tax-exempt status because they don't agree with you. And he's trying to justify this by saying, well, they're trying to make it a First Amendment free speech issue, and also because Harvard refuses to eliminate their DEI from, their school platform. And of course, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that's important because, number one, what did Hitler do? He was a white supremacist. What is Cadet Bonesburst trying to do? If you don't like what I'm saying, then you're violating free speech, and then I can have you put in jail. Okay, that's what happened. And the DOJ has already proven they're up to the task. They've already started arresting judges. If they'll arrest judges, what's to stop them from arresting you? So this is important. Fascism is getting traction, and this is why resisting is so important. So removing DEI, again, would not give priority to people of other ethnicities, genders, sexual orientation. What DEI does is makes it available to everyone, so everyone has the opportunity to apply. And that is why we have so much diversity at Harvard. And what he's trying to do is go back to the old affirmative action and make things just beneficial for white people, white men. If you're a white woman, you have better luck than anybody else. So that's what removing DEI would do. But again, the First Amendment, free speech, we cannot be afraid to say what's on our minds. That is a guaranteed right in the First Amendment, and the very first one our founding fathers put in there. It's the most important. It's the first. It's the first thing they wanted to establish. This has to be something that we protect because of the rule of King George, a monarch, a king, what they wanted to get away from. So I know I don't want a king. I would like a peaceful transfer of power, not a petulant crybaby who cries when he loses a free and fair election. And if you don't agree with that, you could potentially have criminal or civil consequences. So if you don't go to jail, it'll cost you money. You never know. That's what fascism does. That's what's happening at Harvard, and why it's so important that we protect that and get back to full circle, resist. And if they are planning on taking away Harvard's tax-exempt status, then we, as consumers, must really pay attention, even more so, where we spend our dollar and who we empower. Because I'm not going to be so complacent in my thinking to go to McDonald's and say, well, it's only $5 or $10, that's all I'm spending. But that's money that McDonald's, who does support the Republican Party, is going to use to perpetuate this platform. So resist. Think about how you resist. You can stand in the street and yell, okay, and that really looks good in front of a camera. But it's going to take effect when you actively make choices in your daily lives, how you want things to be, and who supports it and who opposes it. It's just a question you should ask yourself. Apply some critical thinking. So those are my thoughts on the issue. I say go Harvard. Stand up to the coward in chief, because that's what he is. He's a coward. And when you stand up to cowards, they back down. So that's my opinion. I'm Gene. Thank you for hanging with Uncle. Hit that subscribe button. Click that thumbs up, that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, be kind to one another and treat each other the way you want to be treated. Have a good weekend. Bye.